Hello everyone, we are in week 5 and we are in the home stretch. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to go into milestone 5 and you're going to click on assignment final poster. Once you click on that, all the information is in there. Okay, so you've got 3 files. You have got a rubric which has everything listed and the point value of everything's going to be on your poster. The final poster PNG is just what it's going to look like at the end. And this is the template that you're going to work with. So I've already opened the template. It is right here. The poster is 16 by 20. Let me move this over just a little bit. Okay, so it's 16 by 20. I made it so easy for you all. Now all you have to do is to place those images in there that's like the original poster. So let me go ahead. I am going to go over here. Hopefully you were a little bit organized in saving all your pieces. I think I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to, I don't think you can see that. As you can see, everything is kind of a mess on my desktops. Hopefully you're more organized than me, but it is, I'm kind of a little organized. So I'm going to week 5. And I'm going to actually pull up this poster. This is what the poster is going to look like, okay? The end result. You see? Here we've got what it's going to look like. And let me pull this over a little bit. There's just so much stuff going on. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, in my folder, I have files for the poster. I strongly suggest you put together a folder that says files for poster and have everything in there, okay? So we're gonna go, the first thing that you're going to open is the color wheels, okay? You're gonna click on it. And you're gonna have to do a little work because you can see here, you're gonna have all 3 of those color wheels right here, okay? So to do that, you can use a little hand here. And this is what we're gonna do. You are going to take their black arrow and you are going to draw around it. Everything is highlighted, okay? And you're going to say object group, okay? So then what you're going to do, you can take that file. Here is our template for our file right here. You can go Command C, go back to the other page, and go Command V, okay? So since it's grouped, you'll be able to move it like this. So then what you're going to do, you're going to go over and you're going to size it. I don't know what size it's going to be. I'm going to say, if you double click on this right here to size it, I'll tell you. Wait, right here. Okay. I'm going to say that probably looks like 40%. Okay. I'm going to click 40 on uniform and that looks pretty dang good. So I'm going to put this right here. It's very movable. That's the first one. We're going back to the color wheel. We're going to go to the second one. You're going to take your black arrow. You're going to draw a black arrow around it, not the type, just this. You're going to go up Object, Group. You're going to go Command C. You're going to go back to your template. Let's click off of that. And you're going to go Command V. Remember what percentage? You did 40%, so do it again. Uniform 40%, it's this little icon right there, and you're going to say OK. So now you're going to take that, and you have to use the black arrow, not the white one. So voila, look at there. We're going to go back to the other poster again. You've only got one more to go. You're going to take your black arrow. You're going to draw you can kind of move stuff around because you're not going to use it anymore. So you're going to go just over this area. If you have something that highlighted, put down your Shift key, click on it. So what are we doing now? We are going to go Object. You have to group it. This is one thing you cannot do. You cannot draw boxes and say fit. You do not. You're going to have to place them in there. Do not draw a square like you would use in PowerPoint or something like that because it's skewed. That means it's stretched and it will not work. So I've got Command C. I'm going back to my original poster up here in my tabs. I'm going Command V. Remember the percentage? We go here, you double click on that, 40%, okay. Now you've got the first step done. How quick is that? And you're going to do that to every single piece. So look how quick it is, but you've got to make sure that you do it correctly. Okay, so I'm going to go back on my files. Week 1, project 2. Double click on that. Okay, and you can see right here where these pieces are going to go, right here, right? So this is a student that actually probably went back and made changes, but needs to. You have to make your changes before you put them on the poster. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a background here, okay? I'm going to add a little, wait a minute. I'm going to do this. Whoops. I don't know why that's not filling. And we pull it off. Oh, huh. You can see right here, I make mistakes just like everybody else do. I had it on the outline instead of the fill. So now it's on the fill. So I'm going to take this here. I'm going to position it. It's in front, so I'm going to say Object, Arrange, Send to Back. I am going to highlight it again. I'm going to highlight this butterfly. I'm going to go Command C. I am going to go to, where's my poster here? Right here. And I'm going to go Command V. You see where this goes? It's right here where this B is, right here. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to say 30%. I'm just kind of guessing. It doesn't have to be exact, okay? So I'm going to put, that's pretty exact. So I'm just going to put that right over top of there, okay? We're going to go back to, I'm going to get rid of this color wheel because I've already used this one. So I'm going to get rid of it, okay? Don't save. Okay. So I'm going to go back. Oops, I'm on my wrong template here. Okay, now I'm back. I'm going to move this around a little bit. Remember how we put the background down there? I'm going to put a background down there and did it again. Has to be a fill. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to go Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Okay, so now I am, that's going to be achromatic. So I think what I'm going to do, I think his color was red. Oh, that's fine. For purposes for this, it'd be, well, I'm going to make it a color. Much better. Okay, so if you haven't went back and made the correction, just do it as you go, okay? So I'm doing my black line around it. I'm grouping it, File, Group, Command C, Command C, go back to my page. Where is my template? Click off, Command V. So what size did we did it? We actually did it 30%. So you might want to write that down, okay? So now I'm going to place it here. Let's get rid of, there's a little, like a box there, I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm bringing it over. So look how fast, it's all you're doing is transferring information. Okay, let's go back to, well, it's actually this one. Now what we're going to do, you can see it's just this area too. Let's get a little bit closer, a little bit closer. And we're going to do the same thing we've done before. I think I'm going to move kind of, okay, a box just around this information. You can see that? Most important to do, you group, Command C, open your template page, and we're going to go Command V. Okay, so I'm going to make that, we're going to make it smaller. I'm going to say 40% on that. I'm just doing it. There we go. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. Go back and I'm going to put 115. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay. All right. So what are we missing? We're actually missing the contrast. So we will work on that later. So hopefully I'm not going too fast. What you're doing, you're going to your assignments from week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you are copying them over to this poster. You don't even have to redesign the poster. If you're really good at Illustrator, yes, you can do that. So all you're doing is you are taking your black arrow, you are putting a box around them, highlighting them all. You're going to go up to Object Group. You're going to go Command C, and then you're going to go from the tabs up here. If you want to, change the name of this to say poster, that's fine. I have just some extra stuff going on in here. So after copying and pasting everything, this is what your poster is going to look like, okay? One thing I'm going to do, let's pull up the rubric. I want you to show this rubric. Rubric is very, very important. This is going to take a minute to open here. So every piece that you have done throughout this whole semester is on here. It's just cutting and pasting. When you get down to this PDFs, you can actually open up the page and drag it on. Okay, you could probably do that with the other butterflies too, but this is one thing I do not. I do not want things stretched, okay? I don't want things stretched and out of proportion. A few people on their logos were very stretched. So let's go over this rubric really quickly, okay? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Zoom in. Can I view zoom in it? I don't know. I guess we can read it. Okay, so week 1, you're going to have 3 color wheels. You're going to have project 2. And each week you can put a little checklist on there and make sure you have every single piece on there. It coincides and it matches and it gives points for every one, okay? So you're going to go through everything. When you get down to the superhero, I would suggest go to your original files and really edit it and maybe bullet point it, because people do not want to read a lot of information here. So if you can go in, bullet point, make it a little bit easier to read, because that's what's so great about infographics. You don't have to read much, okay? You want to make sure that your text is not smaller than 12 point, okay? So I know I'm going fast, but it's all it is you are just drawing a box around an image. You are going to go up Object and Group, Command C, and then take it over in your poster, and then you're going to resize it, okay? So I think that's it. Any questions, you can always text me. I know a lot of you are behind, so we're using this week as a catch-up week. Also, every single piece on this poster has to be correct to put it on the poster. Many of you, if you did not get 100 on your project, there was something wrong with it, and in the instructions, I told you what was wrong and what needed to be fixed. So hopefully you didn't go in there and say, oh, I got a 70 or I got an 80. That's good enough for me. Well, no, it's not good enough. It has to be 100% to be able to view it on the poster. And you know what? I think that is a pretty dang cool poster. We covered so much stuff. Now you know your schemes. We worked with contrast. Contrast is saturation. We worked with hexadecimal. I think I might have a typo here. I think I might have to change that. I really don't know. But, and you can go in there and actually change that on your template if you see that I spelled that wrong, okay? So, and then you're going to insert your superhero and your arch nemesis. So I think it's a pretty dang cool poster. It's 16 by 20. When you get done with this, you can take it and get it printed even. But this is what you don't want to do. Do not take screenshots and pull them on, because if you do a screenshot, it lowers the resolution, and it is not going to be clear and crisp. Okay? It's a lot. You've got a week and a half left. This is a lot of work, but really you've done the work. It's all you have to transfer it. The work comes in if you haven't kept up and you're behind. So you have to make the corrections, okay? So any questions, feel free to text me. I'm not in front of my computer every minute of the day. I'm teaching 5 different classes right now, so your questions are important, so text me and I can get back with you right away. For those who text me, it is absolutely fine. Just tell me who you are. Okay, good luck, and I am anxious to see all your beautiful posters.